There's something about Shai Gilgeous Alexander that makes defenders uncomfortable. He's not the fastest, he's not the strongest, and he's not launching threes from 30 feet like Steph. And yet, he's still unguardable. Night after night, he glides into the lane, controls the pace, and makes the game look like it's moving in slow motion just for him. So the question becomes, how? How does Shai dominate games without relying on raw athleticism or overwhelming power? If you've ever wondered what it actually takes to play like Shai Gilgeous Alexander, not just copying a few moves, but training the way he does, thinking the way he does, and developing the kind of game that confuses defenders and puts points on the board, then this video is for you. We're going under the hood, dissecting exactly how SGA became one of the most unique and effective players in the NBA today, and more importantly, how you can start applying these same principles to your own game. And at the end of this video, I'll give you guys a workout you can do that replicates how Shai trains. Let's start with what makes Shai so slippery: his ball handling and pace control. SGA isn't flashy just to be flashy. Every dribble has a purpose. Every change in tempo has a reaction in mind. What separates him from other guards is how well he handles the ball with both hands, effortlessly switching sides mid-drive or mid-move without ever breaking rhythm. He's mastered tight control, especially in traffic, and that doesn't come from just doing simple cone drills. It comes from thousands of reps working on sequences, between the legs, behind the back, in and out crossovers, all performed at different speeds. The key is unpredictability. 1 second, he's walking you down with a slow, upright dribble, and the next, he's already 2 steps past you using a hesitation or spin move. If you're trying to replicate this in your own game, don't just work on flashy moves. Focus on changing speeds. Practice slowing down your dribble, then suddenly accelerating. Try walking into a move and exploding out. Defenders can handle fast. What they can't handle is rhythm that they can't read. Now, it's not just the hands and dribble that make SGA elite, it's how his body moves in unison with the ball. His footwork and body control are some of the most advanced in the game. This is where his secret training starts to show. His workouts are filled with multi-directional lunges, often at 45-degree angles, to mirror the types of foot placements and cuts he makes during games. That kind of specific movement training builds strength and flexibility in the lower body, while also improving balance. And here's something most hoopers overlook: SGA trains barefoot. That's right, he spends time doing drills without shoes to strengthen his feet and ankles, increasing his proprioception and balance. When you see him decelerate on a dime, spin off his back foot, or stretch his stride through a tight lane, it's no accident. It's years of refining body control in creative ways. If you want to move like Shai, start incorporating barefoot drills into your routine, carefully, of course, and mix in elongated stride drills, where you push yourself to cover ground in fewer, longer steps while staying controlled. It might feel awkward at first, but that's what makes it effective. When we talk about SGA, we can't leave out his shooting touch, especially in the mid-range. While the rest of the league rushes to either the rim or the three-point line, Shai lives in the in-between. That mid-range area is his home, and he's got a deadly pull-up to protect it.
And that's a great example of his ability to finish in the mid-range area, this time from just about.
Shai once again. Oh, the line drive shot in the mid-range.
To shoot like him, you've got to become a technician. Form shooting should be part of your daily routine, starting close to the hoop and gradually backing out. And don't just shoot standstill jumpers. You need to simulate game speed. Come off a dribble, stop on a dime, and rise up. Mix in off-balance shots, floaters, and quick one-dribble pull-ups from the elbow. And when it comes to finishing, you need to get creative. SGA is a master at using angles. He finishes with either hand, adjusts mid-air, and uses the backboard like an artist uses a canvas. That means you should be training both hands equally. Do reverse layups, inside hand finishes, and finger rolls. Practice being off balance. Live finishing drills are key here. Put a chair or cone under the rim. Have a partner challenge your shot, or use a foam roller as a defender. Make it messy. That's where real skill gets built. Now, let's talk about something that doesn't show up in highlight reels: the physical side of the game. SGA isn't known for crazy dunks or jaw-dropping blocks, but he's strong where it matters. He's durable, he absorbs contact, and he keeps his balance through bumps and hits. That comes from functional strength training. If you're looking to replicate this, don't chase powerlifting numbers. Focus on core strength, hip mobility, and single leg stability. Exercises like Bulgarian split squats, single leg RDLs, planks with movement, and lateral band walks are gold. And don't skip mobility. Shai spends time on flexibility, especially around his ankles and hips. It's what helps him flow from one movement to the next so effortlessly. So if you're neglecting stretching and joint mobility, you're not training like Shai. This is the part of his game that casual fans don't talk about enough, the mental side. SGA plays like he's in full control, even when the game is chaotic. He doesn't force plays, he doesn't get rattled, and he sees things a split second before everyone else. That's basketball IQ. And you can develop that too. One of the best ways is to watch film, not just highlights, but full possessions. Watch how he reads ball screens, how he sets up defenders, and how he manages spacing. Watch how he manipulates help defense to create passing lanes. Then try applying that in your pickup runs or workouts. Start recognizing patterns. And just as important is routine. Shai lives a professional lifestyle. He eats clean, sleeps consistently, and trains with discipline. That's part of what separates great from average. If you're serious about leveling up, start building your own routine. What you eat, when you train, how you recover. It matters. And real quick, if you're enjoying this breakdown of Shai's game, you're gonna love the video I put together on how to play like Tyrese Halliburton. Halliburton's game is all about vision, creativity, and efficiency. Very different from Shai, but just as lethal in its own way.
Halliburton first with the hezzy in the bucket.
Series, there's a turnover and Halliburton with the finish.
Look at him out on the break and just...
If you're trying to become a high-level guard, you'll want to see how Halliburton's approach complements what we're talking about right now. I'll link that later. Don't miss it. All right, back to Shai. Let's talk about his confidence.
We stay with it. Yo, shut up. We stay with our principles.
You can't train swagger in a weight room, but it's a skill just like shooting or dribbling. SGA carries himself with calm dominance. He doesn't talk a lot, he lets his game do the talking. And that comes from putting in the work and trusting it. When you consistently train, push through mistakes, and see improvement, you start to build that inner confidence. Shai said it himself. I turned my L's into lessons and my flaws into weapons. That mindset is what turns a good player into a dangerous one. So stop fearing failure. Use it. Miss a shot, learn from it. Get clamped, figure out why. Every mistake is feedback. And the players who lean into that process are the ones who separate themselves. Another thing about Shai, he makes the game look effortless. That doesn't mean it's easy. It means he's mastered the fundamentals so well that under pressure, they stay intact. He doesn't flinch. You don't get that from lazy reps. You get it from practicing when you're tired, from doing your free throws after a full workout, from pushing through fatigue and still hitting that pull-up jumper. If you want to make the game look smooth, you've got to train in tough conditions. That's the only way you build poise. Let's say you want to actually structure your week like Shai. Here's how that could look. Every day starts with ball handling, tight dribble sequences, both hands, all angles, change of speeds. Then you transition to footwork, lateral lunges, sprint deceleration drills, barefoot balance work. After that, it's shooting. Form shots, mid-range pull-ups, contested finishes. 3 to 4 days a week, you add strength and conditioning, core circuits, leg strength, flexibility routines. And once a week, you sit down and watch film, either of yourself or a pro, like SGA. Study your decisions, not just your makes. That's how you build complete understanding. And above all, stay consistent. Shai's greatness isn't built on flash. It's built on repetition, intention, and belief. The beauty of trying to play like Shai is that you don't need superhuman bounce or a freak wingspan. What you need is detail, control, patience, confidence, and the willingness to build something that other people can't figure out. If you do that, if you really study his habits, his movements, his mindset, you'll start to feel a shift in your own game. You'll stop rushing. You'll start seeing gaps. And before you know it, people will start wondering the same thing about you. How do you stop this guy? Now, as promised, here is the workout I've created. Go ahead, take a screenshot of this workout and make adjustments to your liking. If this video helped break it down for you, do me a quick favor. Drop a like, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell so you don't miss the next video. I want to keep bringing you deep, detailed breakdowns like this, but more importantly, I want to hear from you. What part of Shai's game do you want to add to yours the most? Is it the change of pace? The finishing? The calm mindset? Drop it in the comments. I'll be replying to as many as I can. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.